Hey guys, it's Randy again with opap.org. As you may well know, it's been three and a half weeks since I put out any content. We've had a lot going on, and I haven't even been in the woods or the hills in over 3 weeks. So anyhow, lots gone on. I don't want to make this video too long. I want to try to make sure that I don't bore anyone. But I've got a couple of things to address. I'd like to make a couple of big thank yous to some guys, and also I want to review a product that was requested that I review, and I'm going to take a shot at that. So first of all, you may be familiar with him, the Christopher Godeezy. He's basically a I guess you'd call him a bushcraft trucker, but he's got some added talents to include with that, and each time I watch his videos they get better. He did a real good one on concerning Independence Day a week or so ago, and if you get a chance you need to look at his channel. But I was watching one of his videos, and he had purchased a Condor knife, and he was somewhat giving a review of it, I guess, and he had a bit of a problem. It seemed that there was a rolled edge possibly on the blade, some type of mar. The company kept their word as far as quality, and they replaced his knife, and that made me think that they're a winner. I was totally surprised. I'm always using phrases like blew my mind, but some of these people, they really blow my mind. In the mail last week I also received a Condor knife, and it was from Christopher Godeezy. It shocked me. I see if I can show it to you here. This is the knife that I received in the mail, and it was just so nice of him. I believe that this is called, I may mispronounce it, but a Bisante 1095 HC, and it seems so well built. See if I can put this down, give you a close-up. But the thickness of the blade itself, the full tang, the balance and the shape of the handle. I've not used the knife yet, but it's very good quality as far as what I see at first look. And it came with this leather sheath, and there's multiple ways to wear these. I'll wear them both ways, but I really like this added length of that there. You'll see me wearing this quite a bit. So Christopher, I just wanted to say thanks for doing that. That was very kind. Now also, another gentleman, SNJ in Preps, we've been acquainted for quite a while, and he requested that I do a review on a product. He's acquainted with Mac of SimpleTheoryGear.com, and they're producing a stove that is multi-purpose. The cool part about this stove is it's all one piece. It doesn't break down. It's quite thick. I believe that this is probably 16 gauge steel. I'm not sure, but it's very thick. And it comes with a couple of plates. Here's what they call a speed plate, and like I said, it's multifunction. Here's your top plate for cooking, and this stove, like I may have mentioned, is multi-purpose. Is designed to be used with wood or an alcohol burner or solid fuel. This is designed by the maker to nest with a Stanley cook set, and I'm a big Stanley fan, so that intrigued me as well. But we'll give this a shot. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. It's really shaded here. It's fairly warm out, but if you're an old man like me, it doesn't matter whether it's 6 a.m. or 2:30 in the afternoon. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing going. First of all, Chris, it already happened, man. Couldn't help myself. Very cool. And here are the two plates for the stove. Top plate, and then the speed plate for the bottom when you turn it over. S&J in Preps, he didn't only send the stove and the speed plates, he also sent this alcohol burner. And I've always made a lot of pop can stoves in the past, but this looks like very good quality. It's got a really good O-ring seal so that the alcohol doesn't leak in transport. And also, it's got this damper. You can either snuff the flame out completely, or you can lessen it with that slide, which is pretty cool. So these aren't cheap. This is something that's good quality also. Very much appreciated. Now beyond the stove here, he also sent this tin, and included in this tin is denim cloth and also some solid fire starters there. So at some point I'll get a hole in this lid and we'll create some char. So that's just amazing too. Just another added gift. I'm not sure what that mushroom's doing there. I don't do mushrooms. Okay, let's get this thing in place and get it lit, and we'll see how this works out. I am destined for a good cup of coffee. Okay, you probably can't see that. Yeah, maybe you can see that flame in this light. And that will take a couple of minutes to get to where it's pressurizing through the holes, but we're well on our way. I'm going to go ahead. They mentioned as far as the cook plate, if you're using pots and pans in wood, to set it on top, like so. If you're using the alcohol stove, like this Trangia, it's better to set it closer for the flow. And the difference between this and that, I keep bringing this up, but as far as the solid blocks of solid heat, when you turn this over, you set this in place and it allows for better airflow as far as the heat source to flow. Let's see if I can prepare some water in the meantime. Yeah, I can hear that stove starting to work now. One thing about simpletheory.com, you can check out their site. They also have a YouTube channel with a lot of descriptive, useful information. But these products are made in the USA, and they're a little more expensive than something that's Chinese made, but it's nice to see something made in America for change. I'm going to go ahead and set this in place and we'll get things started. See if I can locate some coffee. Okay, we've reached a rolling boil. I'm going to let this boil for about another 60 seconds or so. I'm always referencing veterans in this area, but about a minute and a half boil, and then we'll set it off. And I could be a little bit off on the time, but it's hard to lose with this. Okay, we're going to set it off, see if we can let it cool. hit this with some cool water. And as I've mentioned before, that's supposed to shock the coffee grounds to the bottom. And we'll let it set and cool. And guys, I don't know about y'all, but for me, that's a win. This less than 5 inches overall. It does a good job. I'm going to try it in a little bit with some wood, and we'll see what we get from that. But I have no complaints at all. I think it's a good little stove. Okay guys, I'll call that a big fat win on both counts. Worked really good with wood, worked with the alcohol, and I have no doubt that it'll work great with solid fuel. I just don't have any on hand at the moment. Never have really used it, but it'd be something good to work with. As I said, you need to check out simpletheorygear.com, and I think it's a good product. It's well made, it's heavy duty. The multi-use makes all the difference in the world as far as fitting a variety of people. And so with that said, we'll call it a day. I'm gonna finish this cup of coffee and work my way to the house.